¡Loco!
Hola.
¡Uy! Me tiró en la boca.
Mami. Bueno, chau. Chau. Chau, nene. Chau, mamá. Chau. Marrakesh lo saludo muchas veces. Yo soy
I'm Pablo Lecuona.
Vivo en Buenos Aires, en la capital, en mi barrio.
I live in Buenos Aires, the capital, in the neighborhood of Caballito, together with my wife, my baby Ciro, who is 5 months old, and with 2 daughters who are 12 and 15 years old during part of the week as well.
Gran parte de la semana también.
I'm the head of Tiflolibros, a digital library for the blind. Tiflolibros emerged out of our necessity. In the year 1999, we were a group of people with visual disabilities that were just beginning to use the internet. Computers with screen readers, a scanner to read a book, and we thought, why not take advantage of the internet and the possibilities of working online to share all these books we had? And we thought about one day creating a digital library for the blind.
Y pensar en un día construir una biblioteca digital para ciegos. Yo soy Matias Joel Suñé.
I am Matias Joel Suñé. I am 15 years old. I live in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. And I go to a school at Santa Teresita del Niño Jesús, and it's a normal school that I attend, even though I'm blind. At first, I was very sad, but then I began thinking there are things that are much worse. I couldn't see, but I was fine. My family is fine. I walk slower. For example, my friends kind of have to come to look for me. Now I can meet up with them, but it takes a lot of work. Before, I would look at them. I knew where they were, but now it's like I need more help. Technology helps a lot, the computer most of all, which is my tool for work, the one I study with. I have fun too, like with a cell phone, but I also study. I get digital books from an organization called Tiflolibros that gives materials and digital books to blind people or those with visual disabilities. And it helps a lot because they give you the books that you need, those that all of your classmates also have.
Today, Tiflolibros is a library that offers access to more than 54,000 books in its digital archive. Books of all types, books for literature, but also for students at elementary, high school, and university levels. Today at Tiflolibros, we've been developing this work over many years that is very strong, well-known nationally and internationally. Yet we're reaching just 1% of the people with disabilities. So it's crucial to keep growing, adding to what we do, to have the ability to do more, and above all, working with the states and other alliances to reach that 99% of visually impaired people who still don't have access to a book.
In 2013, the Treaty of Marrakesh radically changed the life of blind people around the world. This treaty lifts copyright restrictions on all publication for blind and visually impaired people. They now have access to many more adapted books, and thus, education.
We are in the middle of a very important moment where we continue to be small, but we have many possibilities to project ourselves. Now we're going to Santillana Publishers, which is one of the most important publishers of school textbooks, and it has given us the most material. They've already given us more than 5,000 books in digital files. Is this it? Oh, but before it was open. I remember I used to come all the way here to collect them.
And the biggest issue were right issues, copyright. I think we all learned something.
But also, at that moment, we were in a different context. When the publisher gives us the digital file from which they create paper books, it saves us the work of having to take apart the book and digitize it. This is one of the books from Santillana that we have adapted in Braille. What's written in ink is also written in Braille.
I'm studying for history. I just finished reading a page of history that I have to study for Tuesday. I have a history test. That's why I am studying. I downloaded it from the website tiflolibros.com.ar. The computer for me is like it was my pencil case, like it was someone's backpack, because in my computer I have my books, my binders, how I write, how I read. If you don't have a computer, it's like going to school empty-handed.
Pablo is now on a quest to convince his country to implement the Marrakesh Treaty.
Now we're going to the National Congress to meet Deputy Gabriela Troiano. It's important because she is a visually impaired deputy who has been instrumental in Argentina's decision to ratify the treaty.
My name is Gabriela Troiano. I am the National Deputy for the Socialist Party, first Vice President of the Disability Commission of Congress in Argentina.
Contactaron con Pablo, nos reunimos y bueno,
They put me in touch with Pablo. We got together, and well, that's why I say it was a really critical part to achieve it becoming a law, and that we became one of the first 10 countries to ratify this treaty. Now it's a law. Yes, that needs to be implemented to ensure the transfer from the publisher and allow access for the specific need of the person with visual disabilities.
Al acceso específico a la persona con discapacidad visual.
We are arriving at the National Palace to speak to Gabriela Michetti, Vice President of the nation. Let's see if we can convince her to advance the implementation of the Treaty of Marrakesh as fast as possible.
Marrakesh fue muy importante para la Argentina.
Marrakesh was very important for Argentina. It confirmed a path we had been paving, but at the same time, it reinforced the demand to the country to keep working toward this. The whole question of disabilities and access to equal rights for these people needs to be driven by the state, and it also shouldn't be a topic for one government or another. So the first thing we're trying to do is to put this topic at the center of political discussion.
When I was little, I used to swim, and now at 12, I started doing it again. Also, I dance, but it's not so much a hobby, it's that it helps me a lot. I go to dance classes and I practice reggaeton, which we dance a lot in Argentina. I practice because I go to many parties, and this helps me dance like any other boy. So it's a way of integrating myself and dancing like others, and dancing helps me a great deal. I feel happy.
I think that the main dream is that all the projects that one does go forward and go well. And you think, well, how nice would it be to be able to work and do everything you need to do, knowing you have some stability. And in life, it's the same. What you want, basically, is your kids to be happy, to be good people, and for them to have what's necessary to live normally.